Extended warranty, rust proofing, and protection packages. Should you pay for any dealer add-ons? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. One of the worst parts of buying a new car from a dealer is that you are rarely only buying a car. Most dealers hammer you with all kinds of add-on products and extras, usually at the final step of the purchase in the F&I or business office. But are any of these dealer products actually worth purchasing, or are they just dealer ripoffs that are designed for extra profit? Well, we're going to go through each one by one, starting with one of the biggest ones, which of course is extended warranties. Now, there are times when an extended warranty plan is worth considering. For example, if you're buying a high-end luxury car or just a car that's extremely complicated with lots of technology, with questionable reliability, that could be extremely expensive to repair. And if you're driving a lot, say at least 15,000 miles or 25,000 kilometers per year, and put a lot of wear and tear on the car, in which case you're more likely to use that protection. But if you're buying a regular car, a car that's known for being very reliable and not very likely to have major repair issues, or if you don't put a lot of wear and tear on your car and don't do a lot of driving, then purchasing an extended warranty is most likely not going to be worth the money. But if you really want to have that peace of mind just in case, you need to make sure that you're getting an original manufacturer warranty and not an aftermarket third-party warranty from some other company. And you also want to make sure that you're paying a very fair price, because after all, dealerships typically have a very large profit margin on these warranty plans, typically anywhere between 30 to 50%. So try to negotiate a fair discount, say at least 20%, to make sure that you're getting a fair deal. Now, moving on to the next dealer product that you might want to avoid or consider, and that is maintenance plans. Many dealers offer maintenance plans where you can pay for, say, around 2 to 3 years of maintenance up front, and they pitch it as saving you time and money because you have nothing to worry about for the next few years. Now, my issue with maintenance plans is that they typically do not offer very good value because, firstly, dealerships charge a lot of money for service visits, and they typically don't give you very much. For the first few years of a brand new vehicle, the maintenance really only consists of doing a very simple oil change and then doing a whole bunch of inspections, which dealerships charge a lot of money for. So when you pay for that maintenance plan, you're just paying for a whole bunch of expensive maintenance up front, and you're not really saving anything. So it's better just to hold on to that money and pay for the maintenance yourself just as you go along. One add-on product which you might want to strongly consider, however, is rust protection. Although new cars come with excellent rust protection, those who live in the north, where there's harsh winters and salt is used on the roads, should definitely consider extra rust protection. Rust protection can help maintain the value of your car, keeping it in really good shape, and it can also help prevent repair issues down the road, which are sometimes caused by rust. But this does not mean that you need to purchase the rust protection from the dealership. Dealerships typically charge way too much money for their rust protection products. And not only can they be extremely overpriced, but a lot of them are not really that effective. They typically come with lifetime warranties that are rarely honored, or sometimes they even offer products like electronic rust protection modules, which a lot of evidence suggests don't really do anything. So don't throw away your money unnecessarily on something that's overpriced and is not going to work. Instead, get a high-quality oil spray rust protection from a company such as Crown Rust Control or another similar product. It's simple, it's proven to work, it's extremely effective, and it really doesn't cost very much. And if you get it applied every couple of years, you are not going to run into any rust issues. It's the best type of protection you can get for rust. Now, moving on to the next product that dealerships often try to sell you, and that is anti-theft protection. There are many types of anti-theft. Some are fine and others are completely useless. I would avoid any kind of etching, insurance product, or really any type of anti-theft that the dealer automatically puts on the price quote or the contract for the vehicle. These are often nothing but money grabs that the dealership is just putting on the deal to make extra profit. Instead, if you want to consider anti-theft, I would really only consider it if you're purchasing a vehicle that has a potentially high theft rate. And in that case, only go for a proven anti-theft product, such as a product like IGLA or TAG, which is recommended and endorsed by insurance companies, which sometimes even give you a discount if you get that installed. But as for any other type of anti-theft, especially the products that dealers automatically put on the deal, that's just dealer profit and should be avoided. And speaking of protection products, other dealer add-ons which the dealership might try and sell you include any kind of paint protection, including ceramic paint coatings, paint protection film, or interior protection. There's a variety of different types of products which they will often try and sell you. Now, when it comes to any of these types of products, again, typically whatever's offered by the dealership tend to be extremely expensive, often overpriced, and they can sometimes be low quality products that are not going to work very well or might not do anything at all. Paint coatings such as ceramic paint protection are really not necessary for ordinary cars. Typically, they're only applied to more high-end sports cars or collector cars, things of that sort. The only protection product that you might want to consider is paint protection film, which is applied on top of the paint and protects the car from any kind of road debris or stone chip damage. But again, you don't need to get that installed at the dealership. You can go to a reputable detailing company that can charge a lower price and often have much higher quality products, so you're going to get much better value for your money. Now, moving on to the next dealer add-on which you should not bother with. In this case, it's any kind of wheel and tire protection or key fob protection. Many dealers now offer these and automatically put them on the quote or contract, again, just to make extra money because they are often pure profit. But again, these are another example of products that typically offer very little value and rarely get used. Typically, you pay a lot of money for them, but I rarely see consumers actually use these protections down the road. And if they actually do attempt to use them, they're often filled with all kinds of exclusions that get the dealer out of having to cover the cost. So I say absolutely not to any kind of wheel and tire protection or key fob protection because more than often, it's just not worth the money. Now that brings us to the next dealer add-on which you might want to avoid, and that is gap insurance. For those who don't know, gap insurance is for those who are financing a vehicle and is designed to protect you in the event of a car accident if the car is written off by the insurance company and the value of the car is lower than what you owe on the loan. Gap insurance will cover the difference. You typically see gap insurance on car loans that are very long, typically at least 6 to 7 years, because the rate of depreciation is a lot faster than the rate at which you're paying off the car. Now, I really don't think gap insurance is necessary because it's really a band-aid for a problem that should not exist in the first place. You should never finance a car on a 7 or 8 year loan. That's just way too long. The maximum term I recommend to finance a car is at the most 4 to 5 years. In which case, you're going to be paying off the car at the same rate or faster than it's depreciating. So you're not even going to need gap insurance in the first place. So I say no to gap insurance because you should just be avoiding long-term loans. Now, there are some dealer products which are actually worth considering and worth buying from the dealership. I would say that most vehicle accessories such as floor liners, floor mats, a trailer tow hitch, roof rack or roof rails, anything of this nature is best to buy from the dealer because these are original manufacturer products that will be covered by warranty and will generally be of high quality. So they are better than buying equivalent aftermarket products which might not necessarily be even lower priced. Now, one major exception to this is EV chargers. Now, if you are buying any kind of plug-in vehicle, whether it's a plug-in hybrid or a fully electric vehicle, you do not need to buy the EV charger from the dealership. There are many excellent options that you can buy elsewhere. In fact, you are often much better off buying a charger from a reputable third-party company, as these are some of the best chargers on the market. A great example of this is the Emporia EV charger, which is what I have installed at my home. This is a top-rated, award-winning charger, far better than anything that you're going to find at the dealer. It comes with every must-have that one should be looking for. It's extremely well priced. It's offered with both the Tesla style or J1772 style connectors. It comes with an excellent app and it's Energy Star and UL certified. I've had this charger for a while and I've been extremely impressed with it. So it just goes to show you that sometimes going elsewhere to purchase certain products for your vehicle is best and makes a lot of sense. And an EV charger is a great example of that. Now, sometimes there are certain products which you can buy from the dealership or you can buy elsewhere, and it really requires you to do a little bit of shopping around and research. For example, one product which I highly recommend, regardless of whether it's from a dealer or elsewhere, is a dedicated set of winter tires if you live in a location with harsh winters. Nothing beats a set of good winter tires. They dramatically improve safety with better stopping and turning on winter roads. Of course, many tire shops and chain stores offer winter tires, but don't ignore the dealership for this one because sometimes dealerships can offer surprisingly good deals on both winter tire and wheel packages. You know you're going to get them in the correct size for your vehicle, and sometimes at certain times of the year, like just before winter, they offer extremely good deals, just as good or even better than what you can buy them for elsewhere. So definitely consider the dealership if you're looking for a set of winter tires and wheels as a package. Now, one final thing I'll say about any of these dealer add-on products. When you get to that step at the dealership, when you go to the office and the dealership is trying to pressure you or use their sales tactics to try and sell you all these different kinds of products, do not feel pressured to make a decision right on the spot. Remember, dealerships make a lot of money on these products, surprising profit margins in fact. Like for example, some of these products, like say the electronic rust modules, the dealerships can often sell them for anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 when you can buy the exact same module online by yourself for only $150. So that just goes to show you how much profit the dealership is making on some of these products. So do not let them pressure you into buying them just because they want to make a lot of money. Make sure you do your research, go home, consider them on your own time so that you can make an informed decision on whether you want to pay for them or not. And make sure that you negotiate. All these products are always negotiable. And finally, never let a dealership tell you that any type of add-on product is mandatory and you have to pay for it, especially if the dealership automatically puts them on the price quote or the contract. Always question them and ask for them to be removed if you don't want to pay for them. When a dealership requires you to pay for any products with the price of the vehicle, that's called tied selling, and it should not be accepted. In fact, here in Ontario, the government is considering to introduce a law to prohibit dealerships from requiring you to pay for mandatory products, which is a really good thing, and hopefully the government finally passes this new legislation. If you support that and want to see that happen, make sure to contact the ministry. I'll put their information in the description box below. But in any case, hopefully this video was helpful and valuable, and if it was, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at my other videos by clicking the links up in the corner. You can follow me on Instagram, and if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to visit carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.